What do you call a bee that lives in America?
What?
A USB.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I like
How
that.
do we not get that?
That's fun.
Dad, you know how they throw a ball into the crowd after they win the game? Son, yes, Dad, I do. That's not allowed in bowling. I know that now. Why shouldn't you tell secrets in a cornfield?
Why?
Too many ears. What do scholars eat for a snack?
What?
Academia nuts. I mean, this box is called the worst dad jokes of all time.
Did you go buy that at the store?
No, I got it for Christmas.
One more. Jesus.
One more.
What stays in the corner yet can travel all over the world?
What?
A stamp.
All right, and that's Matt's rendition of Billy's Show Corner. That was fucking terrible. Matt, you got the music ready to go?
Yes.
Tell me when you're ready. Let's go.
Woo!
You're now listening to the most mediocre podcast on the planet. Honestly oversharing. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
I'm crying. What the fuck is up, everybody? It is another episode of the most mediocre podcast on the planet, honestly oversharing. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. Boy, do we have a good one here for you today. Matt is back with a microphone. Billy is not here. And Q and I have a good topic here for you today. I think Matt already knows what I'm going to talk about in the topic. You could, with what you walked into the house, you can already tell what the topic's going to be.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. I brought a beer. I actually brought it last week, but Billy wanted to drink Bud Light seltzers, which were fucking disgusting. So this week we are drinking. Did you look it up? The description?
Yes.
Oh, wow, this fucking guy. Today we are drinking New Belgium Danger Beach IPA. The can is cool as shit. Can you see the can? Can you see the can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can is fucking dope.
It is a dangerously juicy IPA with tropical flavors. Vote for Danger Beach to be the next guest star in the rotating IPA series. That's all the website says. It is 7.1 ABV and 28 IBU.
It smells, holy cow. It smells unreal. It smells so good.
That smells really good.
Yeah. It smells like a candle that, like, is supposed to be tropical. Oh, my God. Ready? Take a sip. Foam. Foam tastes good.
Yeah, foam tastes really good. I'm going to have to let this settle for a minute.
Holy shit. That's so refreshing. Dude, look how light it is for an IPA.
It's almost like a golden ale in color.
Holy shit, these are dangerous. So this is the Voodoo Ranger put out another like 6-pack like this where it's like 4 different IPAs in there.
Yeah.
And last time I drank the entire one, like the entire fucking, no, it's like 9, right? 9-pack, 12-pack? 12-pack. Drank the whole thing in a day, and I was fucking on my ass because I didn't realize that these are all like over 7%. But this one's pretty damn good. It's very juicy, like very fruity. It tastes exactly what it smells like. Very tropical. I almost like it. Almost doesn't taste like a beer.
It doesn't taste like an IPA.
No, not at all. Like there's no hoppy flavors to it.
Yeah, it's very low on the hop scale. So
yeah, it's almost like a tropical punch with some hops in it.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Am I like right in line with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Really good. Q looks bored out of his mind right now.
No, I'm just the description for what I brought is a lot of big words in it.
Oh,
What
boy.
it is.
He's getting ready to piss us
Well,
off.
what's really great about that is it's time for
What's that fucking focus camera? Fuck beverage. Nailed it. All right, you guys ready?
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Aged 11 months in French oak barrels, American oak barrels, and stainless steel. In the valleys of Mendocino County, artisan techniques such as cold soaking and extending maceration were used to enhance and simultaneously soften the tannins, deepen the color, and intensify the flavors. This was blended from the grapes with Merlot for softness, Cabernet Franc for tannins, and Petit Verdot to enhance the mouthfeel, Malbec for roundness. They just said like 4 different kinds of wine in one sentence. What was that? Sonoma County Mountain, the Hillside Vineyards add black cherry flavors and superb structure.
Oh.
Mendocino County Mountain Vineyards impart blackberry and mocha flavors.
Okay, before we get to it, are you drinking a Mormon? Because you said cold soaking.
As soon as I read soaking, I immediately thought of Zach Wilson. Is that good or bad?
You're drinking wine fruit punch because since there's 7 different ones in there. Is it you want? Do you know which one it is, Matt?
It's some sort of
Dark
red.
Horse.
Okay, Matt, you have a guess?
I don't know wines very well. I'm just gonna say some sort
Cabernet
of. It's a red
Sauvignon.
blend. It's a red blend. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah,
Red
Dark
blend.
Horse Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, so Rico's right about the Cabernet Sauvignon. Sauvignon.
Not the company though.
It is my mother's favorite. And no, it's not. You say Dark Horse?
Yeah.
Not Dark Horse. It is Kendall Jackson Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh, actually,
Kendall Jackson
yeah.
Cab.
So, do you know there's another one that's named after a woman. It's a white wine, and they brew it. I can't remember her fucking name, but they brew it with jalapenos, and it is so fucking good.
Is wine brewed or
Named after a
distilled?
woman.
Not brewed, but I don't know. Mold.
Mold.
It's
But that might be right. No, that's a type of wine though, isn't it?
You remember when that lady fell out of that big grape pit and was like, "Oh, oh, 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 oh." Insert that video here.
These buckets are filled with grapes. What kind of grapes?
These are filled with Chamberson grapes, and the winner this Saturday, who's studying music, eating international foods, having wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. Oh, I can't. Stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
No. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I
there.
think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there.
But how is it, Q?
Oh, it's my mother's favorite, which in turn she forced it down my throat to make it my favorite, so it is my favorite cab. I thoroughly
After
enjoy
21, right? She forced it down your throat.
it. So when I drink the cab from Kendall Jackson, if I'm going for a red, it's Kendall Jackson cab. It's gonna be more expensive usually.
Yeah.
The cabs run between like $18, $19, $20.99. Spend that extra $1.99, get yourself the flavors. And look at the legs on this thing. Hold on. I don't know how to spin wine without making a mess. Let me see if I can.
You're doing great. Oh, it's a dry ass wine.
Yeah, no shit.
Wait for the legs. Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a dry
wait.
wine. You said it's mixed with Malbec and Merlot?
That's what the damn description said here. It said are blended with Merlot for softness, Cabernet Franc for tannins, and Petit Verdot
Oh, yeah,
to
so
enhance
it's-
the mouthfeel, and then
it's dry.
Malbec for roundness.
It's dry. I love how your camera's just like, let me show this BA neon real quick and let's get back to the action.
I've been fighting with this sign for the focus point for fucking years.
Are you
is
able
what
to
I
turn
have
it
been-
down?
Turn what down?
The sign?
Like, dim it.
No, it's one brightness.
If
setting.
you get like a lightly tinted plexiglass and put it over it, I think you'd be good.
I think I can solve the problem.
Yeah.
I'm the focal point. Fuck you. All right, I think I'm
It's
good.
really funny because Zach's going to think you're talking to us.
So
That
before,
motherfucker yesterday, oh my god. So when I go work out, I don't say anything. Like I'll go work out without him. I won't say anything. Whatever. The one day he goes to work out on a Saturday without me, where I'm spending time with friends. He sends my girlfriend up to me last night and goes, "Hey, by the way, I just want you to know I got better than you today." Fuck you, Zach, you piece of shit. I'm the one that gets you working out in the first place. Go take a 9-hour nap, lazy asshole.
He's lucky he's so long, or else he'd be like a 5'8" fat dude. With the way he eats.
Oh yeah, that dude's not healthy for sure.
No, super unhealthy. He probably threw 80 poo. So let's get into the show. Today's show is brought to you by my anger issues. Today Q and I are going to talk about things that we're bad at. But not only talk about things that we're bad at, we're also going to get into why we think we're bad at them. Mm-hmm. So I have a few. Q, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I can go first. It can segue off of your intro.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm terrible at DIY projects. I'm terrible. Absolutely dog shit at doing anything around the house. Now, here's what's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. My brothers and my father are great at them. They love to do them. My dad's been fixing cars for years. Everything in his house is pretty much, like, he's building the bar downstairs. He built the fucking patio out back. At my old house, he built the whole deck. And I built a deck with him before just because he kind of forced me to. But I just never had the patience to deal with my father for that long in a DIY project that I would just fucking walk out. Like, I'm not going to be here. This is stupid. But now as an adult that owns a house, which would help out a little longer, because I get so frustrated with things I don't understand on how they work and why they aren't working. I'll just jerry rig it to where, like, oh, it looks good. All right, I'm out. Probably gonna fall in 10 days. I don't give a shit. As long as it looks good right now, I'm done. So housework, building stuff, terrible at it. Just because I don't want to take the time to learn how to do it, and I get super frustrated super easy if it doesn't go right.
You made this transition so easy.
Hell yeah.
I am so fucking bad. And this is historically. Like, historically bad. There's a story we told on the podcast about this. At fucking hanging things. I can't hang a fucking thing. I've hung most of the shit in this house. I don't know how, and like, it looks good when you come in here. It took 3.5 hours per piece. Per fucking piece. I tried to hang some shelves today. They're the ones where it's like, they just look like floating shelves.
Yep.
And it came with this like diagram thing that you put on the wall and you just like mark, and it's like, oh, this is exactly where the screws are gonna go. It was off by 1/4 of a fucking inch. It was off by 1/4 of a fucking inch. So then I'm trying to figure it out. Let's put these screws in a little crooked, because maybe I can make up that 1/4 of an inch with crooked screws. No, they won't go crooked because the wall anchors that they came with are made out of fucking titanium, vibranium, and you can't fucking screw through them. Most wall anchors, you could put that screw in cockeyed and it'll go right through it. Not these fuckers. So then I'm freaking out. Matt comes in, asks if I'm all right. Matt, does it look like I'm okay? No, it fucking doesn't. I've just been yelling for an hour about how I don't understand what's going on. Should have asked for help, but I don't know how to fucking do that. And then Matt comes up, asks me how I am. Go fuck yourself. Go set up the podcast shit. Let me figure this out. So then we got these things. Because I'm inept. Okay? What you do, they're these little arrows, and they are sticky on both sides. So on one side, you stick it to the thing that you're trying to hang, and it go like the peak of so they're about 1 inch wide, and the peak of the inside diameter of it is supposed to go right where the nail or screw is supposed to be. Okay? Then you pull the other sticky part off and put that up against the wall. When you pull away, it leaves that fucking arrow, right? And then you mark, pull that off, good to go. Every single one of them had the sticky part ripped off. How? We've had them for like a month. I go in the drawer and all the sticky things are ripped off of them. Every single one of them, dude. What the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. So then Kim comes in to try to help me. And I was like, I'm going to go take a shower because I need to calm the fuck down. I come out, and the one that I was working on, she stopped working on, put the other one up in fucking, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. And then I was like, what happened with this one? She goes, I don't fucking know. This one's just not going up. So it's that one shelf. It doesn't help that she's over here now. It doesn't help that I fucked it up enough. What? She did it on the first try. Did it on the first. Nobody asked for your input.
You literally just did.
Shut up. But then I come in and I was like, what the fuck happened to the one I was originally working on? She tried to put a wall anchor in. It was in the stud. And then she tried to move it just a little bit and it was just outside the stud. So the wall anchor kind of halfway went in the wall. And I said, fuck it. I'm drilling that motherfucker into the wall. And it's up there now, but you could definitely see where the old wall anchors are.
Oh, dude.
They're poking out right underneath.
On this sign that wants to take the focal point and there's a little dot right here.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's a hole in the wall. I'm trying to put it in one spot and it just made a fucking hole out of nowhere.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
because nobody told you had plaster walls.
Exactly. So it just stays there. It's just, luckily enough, like on stream, you don't see the hole, but if it focuses on it, you
Like
can
just now?
there's
Like
there.
right now?
Like right now, that fucking thing, dude. Holy shit.
I've never seen that before, and now I'll never
Neither
be able
have
to
I.
unsee it.
You're never going to unsee it.
Even when we were there, I didn't see it.
That's
Fucking
fucking
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, you can't see it at all right now.
What hole, Matt?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Right,
about.
right.
Don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I'm historically terrible. The other story we told about the podcast, I got a little stoned before I decided to
you
hang
did.
things, and I hung it.
problem.
I hung it 5 times before I actually got it. There were five sets of wall anchors in the wall before I actually got it.
I need to teach you guys some things. Like,
Please,
seriously.
I wish you fucking
please.
would, bro. I wish you fucking would.
Next
I
time
need
you
you to
have
make-
next time you have something where you're gonna be hanging something in this apartment, call me. We're gonna do a TikTok about it. I'm gonna show you a few things. It's easy.
Oh, that would have been a great TikTok to let me do it on my own and then teach me something. We're gonna
Right.
do that next time,
Yeah.
but at your place, not mine.
I don't have anything
Matt.
left to hang at mine. Yes, Q.
I need you to make these simple TikTok videos for simple DIY projects that everybody does, like hanging shit on the walls, like painting a fucking desk. Because apparently, if you spray paint, the shit don't stay and there's white marks everywhere. I just need you to make simple DIY videos. Fuck
Wait a minute.
the world and United States for me. Fucking for me.
Wait,
Because I
Q.
need it.
Q.
What?
You spray painted your fucking
Okay,
desk?
see, this is where this
Yeah.
is why I don't talk about stuff. This is why I don't talk about stuff that I attempt to do on my own, because this is what happens. So the ridiculing.
Okay, so what we should do then for Matt is we should write down all the things that we're bad at in terms of DIY and have Matt do like where you pull like slips of paper out of a box and you're like, today my friends want me to show them how to paint a desk. And then you're
Let's
going to
go.
do that.
That's fine. I can do that. For you
write
just
down-
need a tape measure, or
Matt, I measured it.
then there's.
I measured it after I did the diagram. I was like, oh, this is off by a quarter of a fucking inch.
I know you said I'm only microphone today, but I'm pulling the camera out for this one thing. Because here's what I'm assuming you did. You're
Nice.
like, all right, there's my mark. Go. Like you went.
No, I didn't.
Then there's no way if
No,
you used
they
the
weren't.
tape
They weren't
measure-
off. They weren't unlevel. They were off by a quarter of an inch to the left or right, horizontally.
Yeah, I still think you.
I swear to God,
Something up.
dude, it was the diagram. I mean, probably. I don't fucking know, but
That's
I
why I don't
literally
use the diagram.
I taped the diagram to the wall, and then I went bop bop.
Yeah,
off
that's
by a
why I
quarter
don't
of an
use the
inch.
Diagrams.
Don't supply it then if it's gonna be off. I don't fucking want it.
I'm gonna hold my comment because it'll get us in trouble.
Say it.
4-year-olds in China expect everything to be right.
I'm really glad you said your comment. It was pretty fun.
Matt, I'm going to make a list of things I need done around the house, and then I'm just gonna pay for you to come here and do it. How's that?
You gonna pay for my plane ticket?
I mean, I'll pay for your gas money. How's that?
I mean, I'll take a week off work and come over there and help you with shit.
That'd be so fucking funny. You like,
Dude, we have
Matt. You have to wear no shirt, ratted up jeans, and a like way too loaded tool belt the entire time with a backwards hat, and just like be constantly sweaty and just walk around their house fixing shit.
Well, you know how my pits are. That's not hard
Oh
for
yeah,
me
it
to be
won't
constantly
be, won't
sweaty.
be hard.
Q, I'm serious though. If you want, I can see if I can take a long weekend. I'll come over there, me and you make a bunch of content of you fucking up and then me correcting you, and off we go.
This is what I want. This is what I want. These camera angles where I'm Matt watching Q, and then this.
Like Jim from The Office.
Yes. Oh God.
There will be a lot of beer drank that weekend though.
Fuck.
Not by
That
Q.
liver's already killing it.
Don't scratch me.
Oh, that little pussy
All
got
right,
you, didn't
Matt
she?
or Q. What else are you bad at?
Fuck. So many things to try to narrow it down to. Okay, here we go. I'm, like I said, dude, I get so frustrated so easy when I don't understand things. I am so bad at. Fuck, man. I'm bad at editing. I'm terrible at editing, but I'm really good at watching YouTube videos to learn how to fix my editing to make me decent at it. But I am so fucking bad at like sitting down at my computer and doing the editing and like focusing on the editing. Like I'll do the editing and I'm like, oh, that was a really good job. I'm gonna get on my phone now. Okay, next part. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna get on my phone now. I'm so bad at just like hyper focusing on shit. I can't do it. I'm so ADHD about random shit, and when I start editing, it takes me probably a 45-minute edit takes me around an hour and a half, probably.
Dude, when I edit this show, sometimes 30 minutes have gone by, and I'm like, I haven't looked up at my screen once. I've been looking at my phone. I've been eating. I've been just like looking around the room, and I'm like, oh, I haven't heard a thing that's gone on. I don't know what I need to take out or what I need to put in. I have to go all the way back. It's like when you're reading a book, and you're like, you're like 5 pages. 5 pages goes by, and you're like, I haven't comprehended a fucking single sentence.
Every book I've ever read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read the word, but had no idea what you just read.
Yeah, now I got to go all the way
That
the fuck
kind of
back.
shocks me with you, though, because you get these episodes done and out. Like, it seems like you do them Tuesday night. It seems like you do it pretty damn quickly, actually.
Yeah, for the most part, I do. Like, we're pretty good. Like, we're a pretty well-oiled machine now where I don't, like, the actual episode I don't have to do much with, but, like, the clips are really tough because we could be talking about one thing for, like, 10 minutes. And it's like, I have to make this a 60-second video. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like
the hard part,
that's the hard part is actually, like, creatively doing that. Editing the episode is not that hard anymore because we're pretty fucking on top of our shit, but I feel you, Q.
It sucks, man. It sucks because I've gotten a lot better with it though. What I do is I put my phone face down so I don't see any notifications pop up. It's just there. I put it on silent, so I don't know if it vibrates or not. So I don't know if I'm getting notifications when I do it, but all I know is like if I finish like 30 seconds of captioning in a row, like man, that's exhausting. What I missed. And I look at my phone, and the next thing I know is 20 minutes goes by, and I only have 15 seconds left to edit. I'm like, God damn it, put the fucking phone away, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at hyper focusing. I need to figure out how there's tips and tricks to do that because I'm terrible at it.
There are. Remember that podcast I sent you, the Huberman Lab? Have you been changing the camera? Okay, good. I'm watching you. Like
apparently not, because I've been changing it and you didn't notice.
Like a fucking hawk. No, I have. I just that one little interchange right there. Do you remember that podcast I sent you, Q, the Huberman Lab?
Yep.
He has an episode on concentration. Oh. And there's a lot of like little things that you can do. A lot of it is like how you wake up. So if you don't wake up right, a lot of times you screw yourself for the rest of the day in terms of concentration. There's a lot of other things that you can do too to kind of like enhance your concentration, but it's not like a quick fix. It's like it'll probably take a couple months of doing it, but stick to it, and apparently you can retain like 16% more of what you already are, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean
that's a lot.
It's better than 1%. You know what I mean?
That goes a long ways. Is what it does.
Yeah. So check that out. Huberman Lab podcast.
Rico, what else are you bad at?
What am I bad at?
Yeah.
If you were like, hey, I just put this meat in a marinade and I need you to put saran wrap over the top of the bowl, you picked the wrong fucking guy.
Really?
Dude. If you asked me to pull a clean sheet of saran wrap out of the roll, it ain't happening. What's going to happen is I'm going to ball that shit up about 6 times before I get a decently clean sheet. And then when I go to put it on the bowl, it won't ever stick. It won't ever stick to the bowl. I don't fucking get, it's called cling wrap, but bullshit. It doesn't fucking stick to anything. I don't understand. I don't understand how people are like, in these cooking videos, they're like, marinate the meat. And they put the cling wrap over the top of it, throw it in the fucking fridge. Dude, by the time I bring that shit out of the fridge, the cling wrap's in a ball in the middle of the fucking bowl.
Well, here's the thing. The magic with cling wrap, it doesn't stick to the bowl. It's never gonna. It sticks to itself. So you got to pull it down across it tight and then kind of like fold each section in on itself. And then it sticks to itself and it stays tight. Q?
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Cling wrap.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
You guys call it cling wrap?
He does. Most normal.
It's saran wrap, cling wrap. It's the same shit. Cling wrap used to be a brand.
Never heard cling wrap a day in my life. Wow.
And you call yourself a Midwesterner.
Shut the fuck up, Northerner. I'm not talking to you today. God.
You know, you're sounding
Cling
like
wrap?
a real Confederate right now, calling me a Northerner. You know, you guys weren't in the Union, just so you know.
Yeah, we're the one state that has its own historical name, Bleeding Kansas. We fought for us, god damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
To make sure you could keep your watts where they were. All right, so
No, we were fighting for a fucking free state, and we got it. Thanks to John Brown.
yeah, because if it wasn't a free state, you're either gonna have to let the. Never mind. Okay.
We were. God damn it.
Super free. Even though you share your fucking capital city with a whole nother state. All right, so
that state
I
had to
don't.
fight for its
no,
freedom.
I don't.
yeah, you do.
Our capital city is not Kansas City.
It's Topeka.
Oh, it is Topeka, isn't it?
God, this guy. See, you can't validate this guy. These guys.
Well,
these all facts are just.
It was supposed to be
confidence.
Kansas City, but they fucking
Nope.
split it down the middle.
Nope, it was never supposed to be Kansas City. See, he just says stuff with confidence and people believe this fucking
Yeah,
guy. You
I
gotta
do.
keep him on his toes. You gotta fucking test this dude. He's full of shit. That's what he is. Supposed to be Wichita. It's the biggest city in Kansas, but it's not. Topeka.
Well, yeah, because your other biggest city shares half of it with Missouri.
No,
Missouri.
it doesn't. It's not even the second biggest city. Look at these fucking Detroit.
No,
Northern fucks.
hold
they
on.
don't know their facts.
If Kansas City, like both sides of it, the Missouri side and the Kansas side, was actually one city, it
Yeah,
would
it'd be
be
the
the biggest city in
biggest city.
Kansas.
But it's not, Matt.
That's
You're
what I'm
playing what
saying.
if.
That's
You're
what I'm
playing what
saying.
if.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
playing what ifs because you're not smart enough to fucking cut down a state line to make sure.
I made that decision.
Yeah, it trickles down. It's historically. It's through generations, Q.
So it explains a lot with Ohio too. They did the same
Kansas
thing.
People from Kansas and people from Missouri historically bad at geography and geometry. Historically bad.
Same with
Well,
Ohio.
at least our state's in history somewhere. Have you guys heard anything fun about Michigan ever besides fucking Flint?
No, it's
No,
called
Detroit.
the automobile capital of the world.
Of the world. And then UP is known to be the best, in the top 3 of best like hunting places to go. Detroit was often known as like better to go to than New York because it was not, well, back in the 50s, because it was not as crowded. Automobile capital of the entire world. The west side of Michigan is known to be one of the most beautiful sceneries in the entire country.
Some of the best golfing in the world. Our golfing is ranked like number 1 in the country.
Oh, we also have these lakes. What are they fucking called?
Homes?
No, I think they're
no,
called
no.
the Decent Lakes. Are they called the Decent Lakes?
Oh,
The okay
Great
lakes?
The Great Lakes.
Oh no, they're the Great Lakes.
Great
the
Lakes,
Great
that's
Lakes.
right.
Oh, it's because nobody else has a body of fucking water next to it that's fresh. That's as big as the Great Lakes that we fucking have. They're
We
not
have
the
the
okay lakes. They're not the decent lakes. They're not the mediocre lakes. Okay, they're the great fucking lakes.
There's a reason we're the water winter wonderland.
you Q. If you're gonna come correct.
Go.
If I want to play back the last however fucking long it was for my ears to bleed, not one of the things they mentioned had anything to do with history besides the automobile thing. Everything else was just good things about Michigan. It had nothing to do with historical fucking events that happened in Michigan because you don't have any. Because no one fucking cares. Okay? Shut that- No. I let you talk. You
I'm
shut
going
your
to drop
fucking
a
mouth.
huge
You
bomb
think
on
you're
you
gonna
right
be-
now.
I don't know. The riots in Detroit in the 60s?
Hold on.
Habibi.
We were the
Habibi,
last
really?
stop.
Habibi, are you coming after Dearborn right now?
You're done.
No.
You're fucking done. No, you're fucking done. Let me tell you why. All Rico talked about was geography. You said it has good golf. Who the fuck says good golf when I'm asking about historical facts and events from
Yeah,
Michigan?
that was on you,
I will
Matt.
get.
Fucking You shut your fucking mouth while I'm talking on tangent. I let you get on your fucking tangent. You let me fucking go, okay? Put your mic down. Put it away. You shouldn't even have it right now. Fucking put it away. Exactly. Thank you. All of you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? The only historical relevance Michigan has on the world is the automobile industry. Put my mic down. Move the fuck on. Thank you. Good night.
While your state was the start of the Underground Railroad, we were the end of it.
It's not about where you start. It's where you finish.
So you guys just lag behind the cool state. Got it. Okay. Got it. Cool.
No, you were the hope of freedom. We were actual freedom.
Raise your hand if you didn't have to Google historical events about your state.
Actually, I
He
didn't
didn't.
because
I just
5
watched
minutes
him.
from my house is one of the final houses on the Underground Railroad.
Somebody want to tell me where Brown versus the Board of Education was held? Oh,
I
that's
don't
right.
know if-
Topeka, fucking Kansas. That's right. Keep going.
Yeah, in Canton is
I
one
know.
of,
No.
Oh.
Should you be proud of that?
Yeah, we were
Absolutely we
freeing them.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll edit that part out.
See, you don't know anything about it. Okay, this guy fucking taught that one.
Also, did you forget about the riots in the '60s in Detroit? Come on now, the whole city burnt down. Historic. Everybody knows about it. Whole city burnt down.
We've got the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That's when we realized that building big ass buildings out of wood was not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yikes.
In the
Anywho.
grand scheme of things, you go to Kansas, nobody knows who the fuck you're talking about. You go to
What does that sentence even mean?
Yeah,
nobody in England knows who Kansas is. You go to
yeah.
England.
You said-
Hold on. You go to England.
He's
you
not.
say
No,
Detroit.
you said he's got to put his mic down for your tangent. Now you with your stupid ass, not even lined up mustache, not even lined up mustache. Nah.
When you go to England and you say Detroit or Michigan, they say, "Oh, RoboCop."
Prove it.
They do.
Yes, they do. They love RoboCop in the UK.
Also,
Hey, Matt.
I took a class in high school that was called Michigan History.
Yep, me too.
That I did not pay attention to, and got a C+ in because I used to cheat like a fucking bastard. But what I'm saying is.
You're not helping yourself.
No, you're right. If I would have paid attention, I would have a lot more for this. Q?
All I'm saying is Matt's sentence was, you go to Kansas and nobody knows what you're talking about. The fuck does that mean, Matt?
Okay,
You
bad.
go to Kansas and nobody knows what they're
I
talking about.
misspoke. You go to England and bring up Kansas, nobody will know what the hell you're talking about. You go to England, you bring up Detroit, it's the automotive capital of the world. It's RoboCop. It's Hockey Town. It's
Do you understand me, the fans of honestly oversharing, when these two guys just say stuff with confidence and expect us to skate by and not fucking glance over it?
Q,
You
just
see,
so you
It's finally
know-
being shown through the light. It's being shown this fucking bright. Look at this shit. Yeah, this fucking bright. It's being shined on them right now for saying shit that's not factual, and they're getting called out on it. Is it focused on me? Thank God.
Q, just so you know, 63% of our listeners are from Michigan.
Y'all are cool, but these guys are, yeah. Well, I gotta really know my demographic.
Last
when I'm
thing here,
talking to you, huh?
and then I'm gonna Q's gonna talk about another thing he's bad at. Kansas City barbecue's trash. Q, go ahead.
oh shit.
That's just a joke. That's just humorous. to
Well,
me.
it's because Missouri Kansas City barbecue is really good, but Kansas City barbecue's trash.
That's where one of the most award-winning barbecues in Kansas City, Kansas, which is crazy.
Q, I'm gonna back
so-
you on that. I love your barbecue. Just say.
That's my.
I will say I've been craving those fucking those crispy, nice, juicy end pieces.
Dude, that brisket I got was
Burnt in.
insane.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Fuck me, dude.
And it
Oh,
wasn't
fuck.
like normal Kansas City barbecue is a little sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This had a little spice to it.
Yes.
There's a little spicy.
And I don't like
liked
spice,
it.
and I love that brisket.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
Hell yeah.
What time is it?
It
Give me another one.
is,
I threw my phone
11:15.
somewhere.
11:15.
All right. We got 10 minutes.
Okay, so things I'm bad at. So when it comes to making food, I can do it if there's directions. If you give me directions, I can cook. But cooking is not following directions. Cooking is taking ingredients, throwing it together, and making it taste good. I am dog shit at it. I make French toast. Very simple ingredients. Very, very simple. But if I don't have my card in front of me and then I throw in my secret ingredient, I fuck it up bad. Like the other night I tried to do it and it tastes like dog ass, which is unfortunate. I still ate it, obviously, because I'm not wasting food. But when it comes to actual cooking with ingredients and not having a card tell me what to put where and following a recipe, dog ass.
See, that's the one thing I'm really good. Like last night, Kim and I were trying to figure out what to have for dinner. We had, the things that were were ready to go was like ground turkey, and we were trying to make stuffed peppers with that. So I was like, what's going to defrost quick? There was shrimp in there. So I defrosted the shrimp quick, and then I just made rice, and I was like, I'm gonna make a quick like a butter roux. And so basically what I did is just I threw some butter in the pan, threw a little bit of milk in there, and then like was adding like flour here and there, and then I just like threw a bunch of spices in there, and it was really fucking good. Do I know what to call it? Absolutely not. It was just shrimp with rice, but it was so fucking good. That's the one thing I am really good at. There's tips and tricks, Q, I could show you that'll make you like, even if it's like, oh, I only have 4 ingredients, it'll taste good.
What's a butter roux?
Butter roux. So it's a roux
It's like
just
a
in general.
made out of butter? What are you doing here?
I see what you're trying to do here, and I'm not subscribing to it. But a roux is basically when you take butter and flour and just kind of mix it together. It gets a little thick.
Gotcha. Okay.
Basically, it's a gravy, but made out of butter rather than stock. But Q, that's the thing is you try some things. Like right now, because you're not good at just adding random ingredients, there's a really good app. It's called Yummly.
Okay.
Yummly.
Okay.
Anything you type into that motherfucker, it'll throw up a recipe for it. Right? So even if you were like oxtail salad, it'll bring it up. It'll bring somebody made a recipe for oxtail salad, right? Look it up. It's amazing. You could subscribe to it, and it'll bring up Yummly recipes that'll take you step by step rather than some of them just take you to websites. But what you're trying to teach yourself is what tastes good together. The minute you know what things kind of taste good together is when it just makes it like a light switch fucking clicks and you're ready and like you're good to go with literally anything.
Hell yeah. My future wife thanks you.
Who says you're going to get married?
Okay. Well, earlier when I said if you're going to come correct instead of not at all, which is normal for you.
Well, our game is strong. I'm the only one in here who can say it. Well, Matt can too. Well, no, he doesn't have sex, so I am the only one in here that can say
You're
it.
the only one actually pulling out.
That's wrong.
The other two aren't even inserting. So what am I bad at? I'm really bad at gauging how much alcohol I've already drank. I'm so fucking bad at it. So like, and it's mostly with beer rather than liquor. With beer, I'll drink one and I'm like, oh, that was a really good beer, not thinking that 7% or 8% is a lot.
Like when I left the half a case of 7.5%ers here, and you killed
there's
them
a
all
12 in
one
there, it mixed in there too, and I drank that as well.
Yeah,
but when it comes to beer, I'm really bad with it because like for some reason with liquor it makes sense to me, like the percentages do, but with beer it doesn't. And then they're so good and they're like not filling you up that like you drink 9 of them and you're like, oh shit, I'm fucking hammered. So this one beer a week is really getting me like to realize, because sometimes I'll finish this beer and I'm like, oh, I'm a little loopy. You know what I mean?
See, I can have 2 of them. Like I'm on my second one right now, and I'm like, fine.
Well,
but I think you drink hard liquor more than I do. Like when I decide to go on a night where I'm just drinking whiskey, that's hard for me to gauge.
I took 3 shots in one game at bowling on Friday, and 35 minutes later I was fine. 40 minutes later I was fine.
But it's a different.
An hour later
but,
I was
but like
fine.
I said, it's a different drunk. Like you're
yeah.
You're a liquor guy. I like drinking whiskey. Don't get me wrong, but it's harder for me to judge where my point is when I'm drinking whiskey.
That's and beer too. I lose track of how many I've drank.
Yeah, see, beer I can tell.
I lose track fucking immediately. Like when we went down to Kansas, I was drinking liquor and then I mixed in beer, and that's where I went wrong.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll do it.
We went to that one bar where we went downstairs, and that guy tried to convince us he was from California, and then Link called him out because Link apparently knows every city that's ever existed in California. And the guy was like, I'm going to be honest with you, I lied. And we were like, that's not how you make friends, big guy.
See it over.
But we drank, I had 3 beers there. Just slammed them. And that's where I fucked up because it was like those 3 beers was like taking 3 shots, like basically, and just fucked my shit up. I'm really bad at gauging. Like,
it's just different.
How
types
many
of
beers I should drink?
It's just different types of drunk though too. Like you're better at reading the liquor drunk. I'm better at reading the beer drunk.
So John, who's been on the show before,
we need to get him back on.
Yeah, we will soon. We might be able to do it next week.
Yes, I got a question.
We'll talk about it
Yeah.
later. But he did dry January. And this dude had 3 beers at bowling and 1 shot and was fucking hammered. His wife had to come pick him up. He was fucking hammered. Hammered. He was on his way to an 800 series Q. He bowled a 715.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm doing a moist February.
Excuse me?
Moist February. Most people
I
call
heard
it damp.
what you said. I don't fucking get it.
I'm attempting to only drink on the weekends.
Oh, okay. So tell
binge
me if I'm
drinking.
right.
No,
Yeah.
not binge drinking.
Not
I'm not
binge
trying
drinking,
to go
no.
be like
So-
irresponsible, but
Q, I'm gonna do a rant here, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
And action.
Okay. So moist February means that you are not drinking at all, unless it's somebody's birthday that you're going out to, unless there's a party bus, unless you go out with some friends and you go to Topgolf, unless it's the show, unless
Somebody died.
somebody died and it's time to take shots, unless you wake up on a Saturday morning, you're like, you know what sounds good, a beer,
Unless
unless
the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
correct. That's moist. Is that moist February for you?
No,
It's like
no.
it's got to be a special occasion.
the reason I chose moist February, which I love how many people this is going to make cringe by calling it moist February.
One more time. What's it called?
Moist February.
Say it slower.
Moist
Oh.
February.
Now get into the mic and do it ASMR. So whisper it.
Moist February.
That was
not
terrible.
like what he
That was
said.
fucking terrible.
I did not like that.
Do moist one more time. ASMR.
Moist.
Okay, I'm done. Matt, the way you talk with your teeth and not your lips sometimes makes me want to cut my fucking face off.
Sorry. But no. 2 reasons I chose February. Shortest month of the year.
Nice.
Nice.
Second thing is there's a lot going on in February and the weekends that I like to drink for. You know, like I like Super Bowl. I'm not going to a Super Bowl party and not drinking.
Oh, when you're alone on Valentine's Day.
When I'm alone on Valentine's Day, Daytona 500. For me, a lot of you, that's a no,
That's
whatever.
not in February.
For me, yes, it is. It's in 2 weeks. It's
Oh,
a week
Daytona,
after.
Daytona.
It's a week after the Super
I'm thinking
Bowl.
Indy 500.
A lot of people, that's not a big deal. I'm a NASCAR guy. Big deal for me. So there's a handful of weekends where I like to drink. I did a shitty ass job the first 4 or 5 days first 2 days during the week of February. My goal is no drinking during the week during February, except for Saturday and Sunday when I'm at beer league hockey, or there's Super Bowl or Daytona
You're not going to
500,
a Super
whatever.
Bowl party. You're not drinking. You just said that.
No, I am going to a Super Bowl party and I am drinking because
said
it's on
you
a
weren't.
weekend. No, I never said that.
Play it back.
I'm saying.
And hold on. Play it back.
I'm saying for there's big events in February. I want to drink for those. I'm going to drink on the weekends for the show, for beer league, that stuff. Rest of the week, I'm going to try to be dry. Is my goal.
Just like every pussy you've ever come across.
Not true.
You should do what my friend did. My friend, he was doing dry January, and every day he drank, he'd add a week of dryness in the next month. So for every occasion or weekend that you drink in February, that's one less weekend you can drink a
Matt
month.
won't be able to drink the entire year.
Hell yeah.
That's not happening.
How about
Okay.
this? How about your moist February? Moist February.
February.
Your moist February. Great White Buffalo. Your moist February. Let's set a beer limit.
Ooh, number of beers. I like this.
4 beers a week.
See, I'd rather increase it a little bit and
5.
just do weekends. Because that's my whole plan is to not drink during the 5 days of the work week. And then not like binge drink on the weekend, but
Matt,
have a few drinks.
I didn't say anything about shots. Do as many
That's
shots
a
as you
drink. You said a drink limit. One shot is one
want. We're
drink.
trying to cut down the beer. You want to talk about a way to like cut a couple pounds? Stop drinking beer altogether, only drink liquor.
Yeah.
No shit. When I had my DUI and I couldn't drink for a year, I lost 50 pounds. And I've maintained that same
you were
weight.
a fat fuck. No, you carry weight well. where
I was
nobody can really
250. And I've gotten down, since that DUI, I've gotten down to I float between 190 and 195.
All
and I
Matt's weight goes
maintain
to his
that all the
beard.
time. It's my beard?
All your weight goes to your beard.
No, it goes to my gut.
What do you wear, like a corset?
No, I don't. It spreads
Could
out
you
well
imagine?
over it.
You wear a corset.
If I show up with tits for the podcast, I got a corset on.
All right, that's the show. We're done. Kim and I got a photo shoot with little guy today.
Hell yeah.
And I have a sweatshirt that says "Daddy" on it, which I can never wear ever outside of this fucking house.
Yeah, I got a topic for next week that involves your photo shoot.
So, thank you guys for rocking with us. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go to uncleirvins.com/honest. No, let me try that again.
Nailed it.
uncleirvins.com, promo code RICO at checkout to get 10% off. They have not responded to my email about switching it to honest. But I will get back on the horn with Uncle Irvin's to do that. But for right now, uncleirvins.com, promo code RICO at checkout to get 10% off. We will have Uncle Irvin's beef jerky on the show next week. Here in Michigan. I'm not sure in Kansas, but I'm sure Q can make that happen. We're gonna have some. We're gonna taste test some Uncle Irvin's beef jerky because I know not everybody has had it,
Scrumptious.
or at least every single flavor. So, we're gonna have Uncle Irvin's on the show next week. We're gonna taste test it and bring you a topic and do whatever on the rest of the show. Now, you see this hoodie? Matt, switch the camera to you. You see that hoodie? Okay, there's also a t-shirt. There's also hats.
I got the t-shirt on. I can take the hoodie off.
I got a beer mug coming in. You got a t-shirt on?
Yeah.
Take the hoodie off. Let's see that belly, big guy. There's the t-shirt. It is
Camera's not on me.
embroidered. Oh, switch it. There's the t-shirt. It is embroidered. So that motherfucker's never coming off. We got beer mugs. We got koozies, can coolers.
Ooh, koozies.
And we have beanies that happen to be our number one seller right now. Hoodies are a close second. But I've heard a lot of feedback about the beanies, that the beanies are dope. The hoodie is the feedback I've got from the hoodie is it's a little aggressive. But,
I love the hoodie. I don't care.
But the beanie, we've been getting a lot of feedback about it. It is the softest thing I've ever worn in my entire life. I will say that. And the fluff ball on top just is the cherry on top as well. So make sure you go to teamexcluded.com/honestly oversharing. If you just type in Team Excluded, make sure you go to Creators Honestly Oversharing Podcast. Click on the merch button. You can find everything merch for this show. Make sure you support. Make sure you are a ride or die. If you are not, then die. Just kidding.
Wow.
If you've been listening to the show for a while and you've been waiting on merch, the wait is over. We have it. So go check it out. We've been us. You've been you. DJ.
Spin that shit.
Woo.